Hey guys, sorry it's been a little bit since I put up a video, but let's talk about something that's pretty important going on. There's a lot of things that are going on in the U.S. right now, taking away rights. Just the last 2 days, affirmative action, some issues with that were struck down. Gay rights. It's happening. Even the student loan thing fell through. We know Roe was, something that was taken down, and with when Amy Coney Barrett got on the Supreme Court, we all knew, here it's coming. Oh, here's a pro-life one, and they think they got us fooled. Oh no, it's they're trying to act like that they make decisions based on the Constitution. Come on, they've been wanting to attack rights of everything but white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, Christians, especially rich, for a while. They want them to only have rights, but then inevitably, they're going to take this simple man, so it's only going to be the rich, and that's the goal, to convince everybody, take this right, that right, that right, and then inevitably it's, women is a big thing though, to take the rights of women to their own bodies, and then other women who fall for it, fall in line with that rhetoric. And they're like, oh, I'm pro-life because of the fetus, the zygote. Oh, you let me hand over my rights to my body, so others can control it because we got to protect life. You're really giving away your life. There's always ways looking to, bind women in some way. It's a deeper darkness type of thing that is happening there. But then at the same time, women have been rising for a long time, getting, it's like, yeah, you're trying to fuck with, controlling my body, but you can't control my mind, and you can't control, who my devotion is to, as a spiritualist. And I'm certainly not saying get away from Jesus. Jesus is a part of a lot of women. They understand that even though they're saying Jesus is one way, they understand on a different level Jesus is another way, and does respect women, does really, respects mother and women because they have a connection with that as well. There are a lot of women who are, struggling definitely in their own relationships, but trying to have a healthy relationship with the male side of things, being in their own relationships and everything. There's, a struggle to want to heal and so forth. There's healing that can have to do with relationships, but then there's an overall dynamic as a spiritualist and a woman to try to heal the dynamic between the masculine and feminine energies. Like here I am kind of rising as the goddess, trying to heal things with the God. Is the God energy masculine, trying to still dominate? Like if I wanted to look at it that way, oh, he's still trying to dominate. He doesn't get it. When he's trying to dominate me and put me down, he's shooting himself his own foot. Okay, women are kind of wise enough to know that, here's the woman energy, the feminine divine. I just want to love you and everything. Oh, you're trying to dominate me. When I rise in power, so do you. So why do you do that? And there's that dynamic energy that's in the struggle. Okay, if we were going to break it down, like even the Emperor and the Empress in tarot, there is this struggling dynamic. See, you've got this Aries god of war energy and wants to be dominant, war and little emotion, and here comes the Empress going, I just want to love you, and I want to just get into your heart and heal your heart and calm you down and calm down that rage energy and get you to open your heart and be loving. So we have that, Venus and Mars. We see it in the mythology. We have Venus, and she's she could have any man she wants, but she's like, I want Aries. Why is that? If I just broke it down as a dynamic, because Aries, he's constantly about war, and he's constantly about, having to go to battle and all that. And she's over here, Aphrodite, she's like, let me give it everything I've got to calm him down. Okay, so I'm going to let me give the love and everything. And he's real, he can be resistant to the powers of Aphrodite. She does have a lot of power. Who wins in the end? She kind of does. The power of love defeats him, in the sense that he finally, okay, I love you, and then they end up going off together and having kids. Okay, there is kind of even the dynamic, in the Wonder Woman story, in the movie, the first one that they released, she defeats the god Ares with the power of love. Now she annihilates him, and the war stops. Okay, but he's all, and he respects Wonder Woman, he likes her, but, with the humans, he's like, they're terrible, he's like, you're trying to store me and all this stuff, they're terrible, but she defeats him with the power of love. Oh yeah, she annihilates that angry, violent, and he kind of disappears, and then she's successful. And which shows the feminine power, but it's the power of love that knocks them out. If you just bear it down and watch the videos, I definitely watch them a lot because she's kind of my theme. It's the power of love that knocks him out. She, even with him, it's like destroyed, like, she has a chance to squish somebody. The one lady who was kind of like the Phantom of the Opera, she has the power to squish her, and then she's like, I know that's not the answer to take out the humans. I got to take out Ares. I got to take out this god of war that is infecting the minds of all the people that war is the answer. And she's like, yeah, I have to. I got to take him out. But she takes him out with the power of love. And then she's got Steve, he goes and he's like, I'm gonna, throw myself into into everything and sacrifice myself. And she's like, no, that's the only man she loves in the world, and then even when you see her in Wonder Woman 84, which is her in the future, because she's an Amazon and lives a lot longer, he's the one. And she's, men kind of come up, she's beautiful, and she can't forget about him. Because he's got that heart. What it is the reason, she does, he's attractive too. There's that draw. He's not a god or deity. He's not powerful. Well, he's powerful with his heart, and that's really what does it. Oh, he sacrificed himself, to try to save the world. He's a human, he doesn't have the power like she does, but he's got the power of the heart, the power of love, and I'm gonna go do it, and that's when finally, it's the love for him that now I'll take out Ares. I love him, and he's, and I gotta, it's almost like the masculine dynamic. If I took Steve and I took Ares and made him one in the male, peridium and everything, it's like, yeah, knock out that, war and show that even love and heart is more manly. Steve is more of the real, divine masculine, than the god Ares, who a lot of times the male can think that's the divine masculine, just be brawn and tough. And I'm not saying sometimes that warriors, you got to do that. But really the warriors and even what makes American soldier warriors so strong is for freedom and love and, and everything. There's an energy there that's like a Steve. He really does kind of represent the American spirit of the American soldier. The majority of the time when they go on the field, they're more like Steve than Ares. Ares a lot of times, I hate to say it, but it can be the enemy that's wanting to conquer, lands just cause and everything. But the American soldier, rises to the occasion to stop the darkness. And I know we could battle it, and we could, say that, whether we're in the right or wrong. Well, America does stabilize, the planet, when we're in that spirit, stabilize this planet. We're always ready for that. We're, trying to be the good guys. So, stuff doesn't go on in these third world countries or this, that. People know when America stands there, they're like, oh yeah, if America comes in, what really makes America so powerful, strong? Yes, there is a lot of, money and military, but the heart of America, the heart of the American soldier, the way they've been kind of taught, some things. Or even that, like, so, in some of the Eastern mentality, the samurai creed, those are hard, that there's a a love in there, yes, to protect, and we look at even stories, even the story of Mulan, which is feminine, to protect the emperor and do everything. Or when you would read about the Shaolin monks, even Kung Fu, when they had David Carradine, which it should have been Bruce Lee, protecting the emperor. That's what the Shaolin monks are about, in honor and loyalty. Those things we look at as soldiers or warriors and everything, having some kind of honor, that the light, being in the light and defeating the darkness, and what it really means to be a warrior, So Wonder Woman is like, it's like she's the feminine, and then poor Steve, is like, oh, I love it, okay, let's take out the yucky divine masculine, that Aries that is all about war. Okay, that it infects, even the masculine mind, that war is the answer. And she's like, no, love is. Okay, and the American soldier normally knows, yes, love is. Love this country, love of freedom. I will do anything to even sacrifice myself for freedom. Okay, but then when the mindset starts twisting, and stuff, and God, we would never want our military to be twisted and confused. But the American soldier is normally not confused with that, in the sense that they know, hey, I'm the one, you guys are saying all this stuff and being all goofy. I'm the one who's got to put it on the line and risk my life, So, but then we have the feminine, who is probably more aware of the sacrifices that, and there are women on the front lines too. Don't forget that. There are Wonder Womens in uniforms. Okay, of course. But, the masculine, when I talk about the masculine feminine dynamic here, is that the woman knows, of course, understands that, what really the divine masculine is. She is aware of it. And so that Aries energy, wants to also put women down. Also because she does have the power to rise up a man in love, and then he will go into light mode, and then he's not looked at and he's defeated. Oh, you're not listening to me anymore. And she's like, yeah, the Empress, the power of love is really what it's about. That's how she's able to conquer Aries. Oh, and she kind of makes him a partner, and they kind of, he softens them up, and they go have kids, right? And here comes the war, comes to an end. He just kind of calms down and just becomes a warrior. And he can, she's the one who can be like, give me a heart here. Okay, and stop this war nonsense and go be lovers instead. Okay, so Venus, love is the one thing that can conquer Aries, really, in the end. But it's got to be her, the Aphrodite love, the divine feminine, that really does it. And that's why I've said before, like, there's the queens, who are the major arcana in the tarot. They can't tame Aries like the Empress can. She's got the power, Aphrodite, love, because she understands, the Empress understands that love is the power. She's got it, where, our queens are still learning about the power of love and how strong that it really is. They're still going through their own processes. Like, say you got the Queen of Wands, she's the power, she's kind of the magic wish, she's this, that, and everything. And then you got the Queen of Swords, she's the intellect, she's intelligent, very often can be older, and everything. She's got the wisdom. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles, she's able to rise up the mountain and be able to be successful. And then, of course, the Queen of Cups. She's definitely got the emotion and the love and everything. But when you put all the four queens together as a force, and get all the elements and rise it up, and then you get the spirit of a woman, here comes the Pentacle, Venus goes, yes, love. And Aries may be, kind of, there's those that are trying to vie for Aries, adoration, when he's over there warring, and let's do it, and this is the answer, and everything, and everybody's like, yeah, let's go to war with Aries. And then here comes Venus, or even it could be like Wonder Woman going, hey guys, let me show you, the power of love is the only thing that is going to save the world. And that's pretty much Wonder Woman's energy. The power of love is the only thing. She kind of gets in the middle. Let me, do this. And I'm going to have to battle a little bit with Aries, and I'm going to have to send him love. He doesn't want that. Here it comes. Come on, And they kind of do that. He knows he respects Wonder Woman. He doesn't even really want his story. It's the humans he wants to take out. They're a bunch of fucking jerks. And she's like, no, I still believe in them. I still believe in them, and that's the whole point. And that's one of the things, in many, when there's been cases of war. Anne Frank, when, she was in there, hidden in the basement with her family, she wrote, one of the biggest words that I remembered, I haven't read the entire diaries, but I've read some of her works, yes, of course. I still believe people are good at heart. So she's kind of like the little Wonder Woman in there. Okay, I still believe people are good at heart. Even with all this fuckery, even when they're believing lies and feeding into it and all that, she's the little Wonder Woman saying that. And that speaks to us, the stories, the document. This is a life here. This is a little girl who is in the middle of the chaos where Aries is saying, this is the answer. Yeah, I'm just going to do this and rule the world, and tries to say that it's good fighting, doing things this way. And some people get so mindfucked, yeah, because, that the enemy is this or that, and we got to take him down. And it's all mindfuckery. No, to take away that people are human beings. And so one of the things is, this is some of the dynamics, where people, women have to be Wonder Womans. They're going to have to rise in power, not be afraid. But also show, because that's one thing a woman knows, the power of love is greater. We're the nurturers, but not just be weak and meek, like, Aries would like women to be. No, we're going to rise in power. We got to be Wonder Womans and show the power of love is greater than the power of this. It is. It's the stabilizer on the planet. So why what really in the divine is trying to put women down? Yes, there's this thing in Aries, that wants to, that has got the ridiculousness of doing it that same way, the power of war. Now we've got the yin and yang, and she's got to rise and go, no, it's the power of love. We are those, like say, give birth to creation and all things, and love and nurture, and whatever went wrong with you, Aries, in the mother and even father dynamic, yes, that puts you down, that you feel like, oh, I got to dominate. I'm angry with this. I'm angry with that and stuff. We got to work together, to get this planet together. It's going to be love that conquers Aries and calms him down. Just like, a good woman can conquer the, the raging testosterone of a man. Oh, okay, now it softens him, and it can make him feel, oh, is love coming over me and making me feel weaker? That can be sometimes men can fear love, the power of a woman, because love is powerful, and so that's why there's this thing, and then there is also, of course, the sexual things. Oh, the power that a woman can have over a man, that everything's fine, he's strong, he's in control, and oh, here comes desire, and here comes all, yes, so dominating. And we definitely see what happens, in cases where men, oh, let me just use her for sex, but not the love, not the emotion. No, she won't get in my heart, but I'll use her. There you go. Because there is this kind of, she can conquer him with love. Yeah, to make a man fall in love, he feels powerless. And it's not like a woman is trying to take power over, but she loves just cause. And then, of course, what does the woman, very often, as I talk to many empath women, oh, to heal that poor guy, to resolve the conflict. Yes, there is even, in my True Love deck, it's in here somewhere, to resolve the conflict, that she has the power to do that. Yeah, there's the commitment, when the two little swans can become one in the heart. It's softening a man who's got the conflict. Some do want the connection. There are men who they look for the love because they, something that's going to, resolve the conflict, want the connection. There are those that have got it together that, let's go dance, make music and everything. But, and of course, forgiveness, getting them, to softer places of the heart. And see, women can do it easier because we already, even the hardest of us have the softness with us and understand it's a power. But men have a hard time, go into those soft areas because they've been conditioned, that is showing, empathy and emotion and softness and love. Oh, that's not manly. That's the God of War talking. That's not manly to be like that. What are you, a pussy? But emotional freedom, they don't have it, so they suppress it, and that's what makes some of them narcissists. Is because the pressure of Aries. Oh, you got to be this, that. Yeah, I'm women. Yeah. And stuff and everything. Can the narcissist even come back? But then she's luminous and stands out there. And so even sometimes is the narcissist still kind of drawn to a woman, but if he's completely gone and he listened to Aries too hard and became Aries, he may just try to let me break her spirit, let me manipulate, let me do this, that, because he just doesn't want her to have any kind of power and everything over. But for those that are gone and want to do that to a woman, when she's on the quest for looking for the soulmate, okay, which, yes, because she would like love in return. She's worthy. She deserves, right? But then there are those who are like, no, you're not worthy. No, here comes the divine masculine and feminine, and there it is, resolving conflict. See, that's the thing. The woman does have the power to resolve the conflict in a man's heart. What, these issues are, if he'll listen, buddies. The poor guy, he's been beat down by Aries for so long of what a man should be. Oh, he's got to be hard, he's got to be tough, he's got to be this, that, and then she speaks to the heart. So see, and then there's this whole thing, oh, women, the power. So see, then there's the darkness who's like, oh yes, if the divine feminine gets to the divine masculine, and this is why in the tarot, the devil is in the way. If the divine feminine gets into the divine masculine's heart, and knocks Aries out of the way, then they can come together, and here comes, not only, the devil gets out of the way, ego dies, and Aries, the God of War, he calms down. And then Aphrodite, who is the love goddess, can conquer him. Yeah, she does. And she's the only one that can conquer Aries. Aries can conquer anybody but her. The one who knows love, beauty, the Empress. And that's why I always say, I know Aries, say I'm doing that layout read. I've got, here's fucking Aries. Okay, that's who this guy is. Now, if he reverses, he's an arc. And it's like, the only one that can do it is the Empress. So if I'm dealing with, it's a Queen of Wands and she wants to get the narc to, no, only the Empress is going to change that guy who's narc-like. Okay, she's the only one that can snap him out of it. Is the narcissist beyond change? I know the psychologists say it. It certainly can become. It can become beyond change. I will say this: the father of my kids, he was narc-like. And really what it came down to, what I feel is the girl in high school cheated on him. Ew, it hurt his heart. So, he became the player, the consummate player. He was very attractive. He was a good guy in high school. He was an Eagle Scout. He was in football. He was in wrestling. He was in track. He did all the things his mama had raised him. But there was also the mother-father dynamic. The dad was not so great. The mom was amazing. She still is alive. But there was a woman who broke his heart in high school, and he was never the same. She was the one. There's going to be that true love, that first love. Oh, gives all his heart, gives all. She broke. She cheated and fucked him up. So by the time I'm going to be a player. I'm not going through that again. So here he was, and he started getting narc-like. But when we went through our dynamic with the cheating and all that, because there's something in him. Okay, he's going to take it out on all women now. Okay, I'm just going to play. But there was still something, he wasn't 100%. I guess you could say I was in some ways the Empress, because, he did, one thing he wouldn't lie about is saying I love you to a woman. If he said it, he meant it. And I remember it took years before he finally said it. But and we had children at the time, and he's like, I love you and the baby. So it's like he started trying to get to a safe moment. I love you and the baby. He was trying to do it that way. So he was narcish, I will say, but the light was getting in there, even though he was a mess. But of course, I had to inevitably break up and end it and walk away because he just, he kept fucking up. But I know in there, you could say the Empress was getting there. She was trying, she was trying to reach that. And for him to even do that, somewhere in there he means it. There's love there. But later when he saw the fuckery of, oh God, don't put the mother of your kids down, he did rise to the occasion to help save that situation. He did. Oh, let me be the Eagle Scout. Let me clean up. And he did one thing that narcs never do. It's not your fault. He was able to say that. So he started, can the narc change? Because normally somewhere the heart got slammed. I believe they can, believe it or not. Because he's living proof of that. He came to the door and he admitted who was in the wrong. Okay, and he was quite narc-like. Now, he wasn't perfect. He didn't 100% change. Oh, that fucking heart. Okay, and he did later kind of nod, let's do it again, get back together years later. And I said, oh, I'm a different person now, and stuff. But he learned to respect me, the Empress, you could say. He did. After that, after he learned the fuckery, don't put the mother of your kids down. Because it'll fuck you up. You could lose your kids. Oh, loving the kids there was no narcness in that at all. That was 100% real. But he learned, don't put down the Empress. But, so he learned to respect. When I come over, he'd be very respectful. It was a completely different 180 of how it used to be. We weren't in a relationship. There was, a draw, but he, he learned to respect me as a woman. It changed, but other women, yes, he was still a player. Yes, he was still doing that. It's hard to change, teach an old dog new tricks, but he did do that. At least he could respect the Empress. Yes, the power of love and everything. Let me learn to stop warring with that. Let me open my heart to that, and everything. And now let me respect that divine feminine, but others, he didn't respect, because he learned the power. Yeah, if I go to war with that, oh, fuck. Oh, the kiddos. Oh, I put them at risk. I fucked it up. I put her down and now let me rise and fix that. It's not your fault. I'm going to get up and I'm going to fix this. And he did. And he was able, when I had my fallout and he was able to get custody, but I wanted him to. Okay, and stuff. It was required. And that's part of his lesson, you could say, probably part of his soul contract. Learn, don't put down the mother of your kids. Don't do that. I know there are men that don't learn that lesson, but with him, the extremes. Oh, if you do that, if you're constantly trying to put her down, make it hard, not pay child support, be a war god against the Empress, the mother, who was the mother in tarot, the mother of your kids. Well, there goes the kids. And it's all fucked up, fall apart. We could have lost them because of what he did. Then he learned, oh, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I fucking did that. Yes, when I'm fighting and I'm trying to say, help me and not be this way and doing everything I can to stop this war that you've got in your fucking heart, because somebody wrecked you. I'm paying the price for it. Fuck, stop, please. But he learned his lesson. Let me get to the door. Let me get up and stop being this war god and let me be an Eagle Scout and fix my shit. Okay, so there's lessons in that. So the divine feminine has to rise to the occasion. Oh, we have no choice. Falling into submission and putting up with this. Oh, you're taking away women's rights or this and that. But what really is going to stop it? Yes, standing in power. But we can't just go Queen of Wands it. We've got to go Empress. Like the Empress of Tarot. We've got to show love is the power. We've got to love these guys. Okay, the divine master, you're out of control. Aries is trying to possess you. You're going to war with us. You need us. You need us, and there will be some women who might need to go on strike in the house. And I was watching Miss Faye. It's one of the more enjoyable. I like to watch her videos. Once in a while, I think she might have met someone who was once closet gay, and it does happen. And I know it can be upsetting, and sometimes as women they can turn on that. Oh, that's a betrayal. I understand that, a secret, So she talks about that, and that should not happen. I think anyone who is a gay man who has walked that walk, and that has happened in stories, understands, yes, that can be very hurtful to a woman. So sometimes that can be, for women, and hopefully don't turn on gay people and be like, understand, okay, but other women can be nurturing and understanding. Okay, I understand you didn't have to hide that from me, but you brought me into your heart and everything, and you can't love me because of this, and so there's things there. So I know sometimes she talks about that, but, and I just, I know we got to be careful with that, but other things she gives some great advice on. And, Miss Faye does and everything, but she talks a lot about, say like narcissists, connections and things like that, that are happening. I was just watching a thing where she's talking about twin flames and everything. And, one of the big things that I'm going to be doing pretty soon is a twin flame karmic connection, knowing the difference also and how to resolve those. Those are powerful. Certain giveaways in tarot. I will definitely give you guys that. But definitely, there is, though, the women, need to kind of run from the narcissist, teach a few lessons and get out of the way and go. It's not because, oh God, to break the spirit down, it can get violent, it can get brutal, obviously, for those that got a war. Is there a resolving of conflict with the mother figure, with that, oh God, there's of course, sometimes it really depends, like, Tonze was good to his mother, loves his mother. Okay, but it's almost like no one can compare it to the mother, she's amazing. But it was the one who broke his heart. That's what did it. Oh, fuck. Oh, let me become a player. And everything. No one's mom. And if anything came near mom and went after that, oh, forget about it and everything. But, the player. But yes, rising up, like, it's Faye, but we got to rise up as the women. But there is still energies there. There can be frustration and anger with the woman, the divine feminine. Oh, here they are. They've gone after my womb. Fuck those men. Or the woman who's been broken hearted too. Oh, I hate men. And sometimes when I see women, they get angry or say they've been abused or things, we want to be careful with that. But women are a little bit better about it, and that's why they don't always turn into narcs, though they could. It's like, no, there's this, oh man, that hurts. Like I was looking at one of my, one of the, on my friends list, a young girl. Sometimes I'll throw her Miss Faye videos because I know she's resolving things, and I sometimes tease, don't give it away. We're not doing that anymore. Learning, I'm a goddess. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, I'm going to be, hold myself at a higher standard because she's a goddess as far as I'm concerned. She just needed to recognize that. That's why all the men come after her. They know it. They know it. She's got it. She's got back. That's one of the big things. Oh, yes. Okay. But, it definitely, she saw one of the exes drive by, one who really hurt her, and here comes the heart. Oh, it almost feels like they got the power over still. But really, once that heals, then the divine feminine rises up, and here comes the goddess. And let's not go with him like the Queen of Wands and be like, take the power and take him down and everything. But let me kind of, Queen of Cups it, heal the heart. She's got the most intricate cup there. Let me heal the heart over that. That's terrible. He drove by, he got me, he brought me down a little bit. No, okay, that's okay. I'm still aware the emotion is there. Let me rise up and everything. Get stronger as a woman, and then maybe go and empower other women as well. So as we're kind of dealing with this, here comes some of the dynamic of the divine masculine and feminine doing a hard dance. Aries and the Empress. Empress rises to the occasion and goes, oh yeah, it's time. Aries is out of control. Let me send him love. It ain't going to be easy. He's going to resist. He's going to start his shit. And he's going to say, this is the answer with the stupid ass humans. And she's going to be like, no, it's not. And you fucking know it. And she knows better than to try to dominate Aries necessarily, but it may come down to it. Wonder Woman knows that. Oh, fuck, he's going to fuck it all up. Let's knock him out and stuff, you know. Poor little Steve has to go throw himself into everything in the plane audio. Aries is out of control. Fuck, done. Okay, the power of love is what takes them down. It really is. All that fire, all that always created a big fucking mess. It's the power of love that finishes it. Though yes, the divine feminine will win in the end, because the power of love is what's, you know, people can only take the darkness and the madness for so long. The divine feminine must rise up. So we've got the yin and yang. Right now, yang is woo, you know, doing everything it can. Take away this right, that right, that right, that right. And women, the mother is, no, you can't do that. We got to love people. We got to love. She's very good at that. Let's bring love into the picture. And it certainly doesn't mean that, you know, man has no heart. Oh, well, Aries, he does have a heart, but he's got a big shield around it. No, we got to. And then she's like, no, you know, that's not the answer. Boop, power of love. We're done. Okay, and everything. And inevitably, men and women all combined that have been flipping out and losing it, because even the women get possessed by, you know, this Aries energy. Yeah, we got a war. You know, we've got that Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lorraine and Bobbert, who are totally possessed by Aries, and they're warring with each other on the Congress floor like a couple of bar hoes. You know, they really are. Oh, they're all done. They're trying to act like they're tough, you know, women. Oh, no. You've been possessed by the Aries god. The power of love is really what's going to do it. And it's got to be kind of sent out, calm down and stuff. But there's a natural tendency to want to dominate the woman, of course, especially when women are rising in power. Not just, there's, you know, the power, you know, to have that fire. And a lot of the spiritual women have been, you know, the goddess has been working them over for years and years and years. That's why I kind of said, even last night when I was in the teacher's place, you know, a lot of women logged in various ways. The goddess kind of, there's one of them, Lakshmi, who can also be a war goddess. You know, there's all that, you know, they're all on the table. But, you know, the goddess got a hold of him and says, oh, we got to get prepared. And that's why is she rising up and trying to educate and bring out the goddess in women? Because this shit's coming. Oh, yeah, it's all fuckery. Aries is out of control. So a lot of women the goddess has been, let's get that working. I know he broke my heart. He did this. He's a narc. Rise up, goddesses. Let's get it going on. And stuff. We got to show the power of love is more important. So another thing, you know, can't just sit by and let women's rights be taken away. Let me get up and stand up for that. That's the power of the womb. It's mine, not yours. Come on, it's none of your business. And also educating the mind. We got to show we're educated as well. So there has to be a really big balance, but that heart chakra has to come in strong, ladies. It really does, and everything. So let's pull some cards kind of on that. But yeah, so that's kind of the dance that's been going on. You know, Aries and stuff, you know. And then so you could say the Aries god, yeah, he's blown away. Whatever narc kind of energy there that says, nope, it's all about war and forget about the heart. We've got loved ones in spirit. Many of them ancestors are visiting. Time to heal, hold limiting beliefs and patterns. Yeah, that war is the answer. That is one. And loved one in spirit are also speaking to the divine feminine. There's a lot of cloudy vision. A lot of people are saying, oh yeah, let's do this battle thing. And it's like, oh, no. The power of love is the only thing that can conquer it. And see, the Empress knows that, and that's why she's going to come in strong. And stuff, abundance. There's a lot who want to even try to take away abundance from women and do all kinds of things, pay them less and all that. Oh, but abundance is here. The universe is so generous. The universe will supply woman with what she needs to be able to get this done. And knowing, of course, yes, the power of water, that it is soft, it can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Allow it to flow. Let that shit go. Trying to go. Aries, let it go. It's over. You know, and then we have the pentacle, which, you know, Venus traces a star in the sky, and then the devil, what is it? The inverted. Yep, absolutely. Putting spirit at the bottom, and she just says, no, spirit needs to be at the top. Come on, you know, this whole false star trying to go, all these people, Aries, love me, and then she gets in the way. No, I'm Venus, I'm the real one. Let me talk to that guy, get out of my way. It's time for the power of love. Take a pause, Aries, you know, enough is enough. Take time to reflect and integrate. And then she's like, yeah, you know, they need to be looking at the moon, you know, not this false light, all this stuff. Everybody's doing stuff. I'm here, I'm Venus, and I'm ready to put an end to it and stuff and show that joy. And get them also to face the sun and the sunlight, lighten up, manifest through joy. And she also teaches that, yes, you know, we need to be happy. We need to bring peace on earth and stuff. And a lot of women are starting to channel the divine. Oh yes, say we gotta worship, a God that, wants to put women in submission. They're starting to channel the spirit because the spirit is getting up. Women, come on, given the power of insight, the power of foresight, the psychic abilities, the sense, and everything. Oh, and even the solar plexus chakra, but also detox. Women have to detox that which is getting in the way and trying to pollute that to, rob them of their power. And there'll be a reason to celebrate. It's all one in the infinite. It's already done. Celebrate your manifestation. Women are learning to manifest. So yes, the power of the divine. I hate to say, there is a, it's men versus women, but the divine feminine, of course, is going to win. It's necessary for women to rise up, and love, to conquer. So, I kind of even joked about it a wee bit, this whole thing with all the light workers. Is the 144K going to be mainly women? I would say it's going to be a lot of women, probably, but it's going to be men who have done the healing. That realize and recognize that woman is not to be put down. But there's a divine masculine that is not afraid of it anymore and understands and respects it. When it's all said and done, who are these people? Oh, they're going to be all over the world. They're all running around doing what they're doing. I'm not saying all of them are even on YouTube. They might be working in corporations and doing things, or they're on the battlefield, or they're all positioned. There might be some 144K that is in Congress. AOC might be one of them. Okay, so she's not corrupt and everything, and she's younger and she's coming in there and they're going at her. So that makes me wonder if AOC is one of them. But I'm not 100%. But she is uncorrupt. She got the Sun card when I did a read for her. Oh, yeah. That's why they go at her. Oh, yeah. They want to tear her down, say she's all the things that they want to, yeah, there's something there. Okay, but she still stands like a warrior and everything. So she might be. You're going to see, I think we're going to see great things from her personally. But anyway, so as I say that's a little bit of the dynamic of the dance of what's been going on. It goes on a lot. It's it's historical. It's theatrics. It's drama. But Aries, tries to, he's just about to end it all and conquer it, and then here comes love to win in the end. It's going to happen. I mean, it's all said and done somewhere in the infinite. But and I just sit here and yawn because it's like, yeah, it's old, it's tired. Aries, give it a rest. But of course, he's going to try to do his fucking thing, and stuff. Do you hate humans that much? And stuff. I mean, why do you hate them so much? Oh, because look at them. They always, they fucking don't live. Yeah, I know. It's a crazy dance that goes on. But some of these dynamics, the gods and the goddesses, and they do their thing, is to trying to teach humans lesson. Why do you keep falling for that? War is the answer. That's when is it going to stop? Well, Kali Yuga, and the Kali Yuga is supposed to put an end to it and stuff. And will it cycle again and everything? I'm not sure. But love wins in the end. So divine feminine, do not be afraid to rise up, during this time when all this is going down. Have a good one, guys.